River Country Resort is coming to Walt Disney World. Maybe. The rumor mill was all abuzz this past week with news that Disney is building a new resort on the abandoned River Country property. But Disney has yet to confirm any of that. So let's talk about what we know and let's talk about what we're hearing. On May 7th, Disney filed permits that showed the intention that they were going to do some geotechnical borings on this site of the old River Country. These type of permits are typically filed when they're trying to establish whether or not ground is suitable for major construction. The area is located near Disney's Wilderness Resort and Campground and incorporates sections of the now abandoned River Country Water Park. This was Disney's first water park that was in operation from 1976 but was abruptly abandoned back in 2001. These permits also incorporate sections of Stollport, or Short Takeoff and Landing Port, which was Disney's private airstrip. This project is really just a couple of airstrips on Disney property that really never came to fruition, and they never even built any hangars on this property. Currently, this land is just used for storage. The permits include 30.2 acres of property between Stollport and the abandoned River Country, and also included technical engineering documents that were attached with the original permits that were filed. So what is Disney planning to do here? We have no idea. Disney has yet to confirm anything being done on this site. However, this past week, many sources in the Disney community were lighting up with reports that, in fact, contractors had already been selected for a new DVC resort to be put on this section of land, which we think is really exciting. But before we get too excited, let's pause, because as I mentioned, Disney has yet to confirm anything is being built on the site, and Disney's also yet to confirm that they have found that this parcel of land is suitable for major construction. However, on May 9th, Disney filed an additional permit for a plot of land on this section that would be used as a temporary dirt stockpile during some sort of project. This leads us to believe that construction is indeed about to become something prevalent in this area and is about to get underway. However, like I mentioned, we don't know what it is, but we think it might be a DVC resort. Some sources have even cited how many rooms are going to be included in this alleged resort. This states that 900 bays, which I just learned is the technical term for a standard size room in the industry, that would be used for DVC. The project would include a total of 1,340 bays. That's a large resort. Various outlets have also reported that international design firm WATG has been selected for the design of this new DVC resort. WATG has a history with Walt Disney Company, as they were the driving force behind the design for the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Reports also state that Balfour Beatty has been selected as the major contractor for this project. One thing I found interesting is that reports circulated that the project is estimated to cost roughly $350 million. I scoured the internet to see how much other DVC resorts or even Disney resorts cost to build, and it doesn't seem like Disney is very ready to release that information. So my guess is that the $350 million is just an estimate for what the industry standard for a project like this, and is not an actual number that Disney has leaked to the public. It would make sense if Disney has decided to build another DVC resort on this section of land. I'm sure many of you are looking at me saying, Crystal, there's already so many resorts, and there's already resorts under construction. We have the Riviera Resort, which is under construction, and the Star Wars Hotel. That's true, but let's be real with each other for a second. The Star Wars Hotel is a one-of-a-kind resort, nothing like it in the world. I think it's going to be pretty difficult for us mere mortals to be getting a reservation there, at least for a few years. So we're going to need a place to stay. And Disney resorts are not getting any less popular. So I think it does make some business and common sense for Disney to build yet another resort this close to Magic Kingdom and with easy access to the monorail so that people could get to Epcot as well. And of course to Hollywood Studios. With so much construction being done all throughout Walt Disney property, we have Toy Story Land opening, we have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, we have tons of new refurbishments that have been confirmed and are still rumors over at Epcot, we have improvements coming to Magic Kingdom. I think another resort makes a ton of sense for Disney. And I'd be really excited for a resort to come to this location, mostly because we already spend so much time resort hopping at these resorts, at the monorail resorts, the Poly, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, and we love to take the boat over to Wilderness. And I'm sure they would have another boat that would go to this new lodge or this new resort over at the abandoned River Country. So I think it would make a ton of sense for Disney. And all they would really need to do is add a couple more boats to get folks to and from. And of course some buses as well. All in all, nothing has been confirmed, but I think this is really exciting news and I'm hoping that this comes to fruition. What are your thoughts? Do you think Disney should use this land for a resort, or do you think there's something better that they could do with the abandoned river country and Stollport? Love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and let us know what you want to see vlogs about coming up in the future. Thank you for stopping by, and for the love of the mouse, never forget that it all started with a mouse.